Hi again. Thanks for moving on to the second video. This one here, I want to give to you a simple process that you can use to become calm in all kinds of situations in your life. The second part of the video, I'm going to answer some commonly asked questions. So on one side of the fence, you can feel calm, in control, confident. You can make good, clear decisions. And this could be in any sort of situation, whether it's dealing with kids or family or workmates, in business, negotiation, in a discussion with your telco provider on the phone. You could be public speaking, any sort of thing. On the other side of the fence, you can feel anxious and stressed. You can feel agitated, angry, upset. And when we feel like that, we're not getting the best results for ourselves. Those kind of feelings tend to come from the old part of the brain, located pretty much in the center of the brain, called the amygdala. We call it the reptilian brain or the monkey mind. Right in the front of the brain, there's the new part, the neocortex. And that's where we want to be. That's where we make good decisions. We speak clearly. We say the things that we want to say at the time, and we feel the way we want to feel at the time. And there's simple ways to get there. There's two things that we can do that we have control over. There's a lot of things in our lives that we don't have control over, but there's a couple of things that we do. One of those is how we breathe. So the kind of breathing we're going to do is cycle breathing, where we breathe in through the nose for about a count of 3, not a big deep breath, just like a normal breath. Up and then out, nose or mouth, doesn't matter, for 3. And you keep going. Now, you probably think, well, don't I breathe like this all the time? And the answer is simply no. We either take short breaths, we take breaths that are fast and into the upper respiratory, or we hold our breath when we're stressed. So this continuous breathing allows us to get into that front part of the brain. In, out, and we keep going. The second thing we can have control over is our muscles. So we relax. The first thing we want to relax is the chest and the shoulders. Relax back and down through the hips, all the way to the ankles. And you can practice this really easily. Just breathe and decide that you're going to feel more relaxed and more calm. Now, like any good process, the more you condition it, the better. And the ideal way to do this is, it could be just sitting in your room, in your office. And you notice things. The reason we do this noticing is because in the moment we notice things, I pick up this pen and notice it, I'm right here in the present. The present exists for 2 to 3 seconds, according to neuroscientists. And we can simply focus, and I can look at that and think, that's a pen. I can feel it in my hand. I can see the end, I can click it, I can do all sorts of things. And in that moment, I'm not doing anything else. So I can take myself from being a bit agitated to feeling a lot calmer fairly quickly. The best way to do this is out and about. Go for a walk and just notice. So this could be walking to and from your workplace, could be walking within your workplace, around your neighborhood, through a park, up and down your hallway. And you walk and you notice, and you either say it out loud or say it under your breath so you hear it. So you're walking along and you think, there's a dog, there's a path, there's a tree, there's a flower. And as you do that, you're breathing and you're conditioning this response. And the more you condition it, the more you can bring it on tap, so that you get into a situation where someone's getting a bit ramped up in front of you. You don't have to join them. You breathe and you control your posture. And then you can say the things you want to say and respond. And you can also notice the way other people are behaving. Somebody could be getting inappropriately angry. Just doesn't make sense. Well, chances are they might be lying to you or trying to deceive you in some way. Or they're trying to herd you into a corner whereby they can get the best decision, the best outcome for themselves. So you can think. The other place where this is really useful is in basic situational self-defense. You could be walking into a car park and you just look around. You notice a car over there and there's somebody sitting in it. You notice a noise behind you. You turn and you have a look. Could be walking down the street. You see someone over this side you don't like the look of. Instead of having your head down, listening to music or looking at the phone, you see them. You walk. You notice. And the second you start to feel a little anxious, you breathe. You relax the posture and you can notice even more. So take this and play with it and condition it. In all of my processes, whether it's quitting smoking or weight loss or anxiety or helping people sleep or public speaking or whatever they want to do, one of the things I most want to condition is this calm response of being able to drop down into it and take control of your life. And we use it within the sessions. So the question and answer part, questions I'm asked. The first one is, you do your sessions on Zoom, does it work? Well, the short answer is, yep, it's exactly the same. I was doing Zoom at least a year before COVID, and I find it works perfectly well. In fact, I think it's better. And the reason it's better is because you don't have to travel to see me. You don't have to find a parking space. You don't have to take extra time out of your day. You can do it from the comfort of your office or your home, your back veranda, wherever you choose to do it. All you need is, say, the sort of computer and with a camera, microphone, and away you go. So it's straightforward. Many times people have literally rushed in the door saying, I'm sorry, I'm 5 minutes late. I couldn't get a park, or there was traffic, there was this and that, and I got held up, and they feel stressed. They're already, a little stressed before a session because making a big change in their lives. This just adds to that. So you don't have to have any of that. Another question is, why 3 sessions? Why not 1? I saw somebody on the internet advertising 1 quit smoking session. Well, I used to. I just find 3 works so much better for you. First session, we're dealing with any stress, any anxiety, anything that you could see that would be an impediment to you quitting smoking. We then start to introduce some new ideas there that you're going to work on before your second session, which is usually just a few days after that. The second session, that's where you quit smoking. The third session is consolidation. I want to know what's going on. I want to address any issues that are coming up. Or we can chat about whatever you like in that session. It's yours. It's yours to use as you want. Another question is, you offer a 6-month guarantee. I saw somebody offering lifetime. Why don't you? Simple answer is 6 months is real. A lifetime guarantee, it doesn't mean anything. I will not be doing this forever. So if you're 30, I'm 64. Is it my lifetime? Is it yours? It just doesn't mean anything. 6 months is a realistic time. If you have not quit, if you have not smoked for 6 months, then you're a non-smoker. Absolutely. If a year down the track, or 2 years or 5 years, you decide to quit smoking, that's kind of on you because you have made that decision to do so. Another question is, well, how much does it cost? And I'm not going to take you through some convoluted process to answer that question. It's simple. You're a smoker. You know how much you spend. It's going to be in the order of $100, $200, $300 a week. And so we're talking $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a year for the 3 sessions, for other video support that you get after the sessions, for the whole system that I use and the 6 months, it's $595. So it's going to take you somewhere in the vicinity of 2 to 6 weeks to recover that, depending on how heavily you smoke. And just the last question is this hypnosis? And the answer to that is not really. And that's a really vague answer, and I'll tell you why. If I sat around with 10 hypnotists, I could not get an agreement on what they do, on what hypnosis is, how it works, how it should work, how long it should take, what kind of method you should use. There's different theories. If 10 people had been hypnotized by the same person, they wouldn't all have the same experience. It'd be very different. I promoted what I did in the early years, particularly as hypnosis. And so often people would ring me and say, I want to really thank you for helping me to quit smoking, but I don't think it was the hypnosis. What we need to do is we need to match strategies that are conscious and strategies that are unconscious. And the simple unconscious part is using this calm response of getting you to into a state where you just feel really, really peaceful and relaxed, where your mind is not racing and you're able to take on these new ideas and make these new decisions for yourself. And it's simple. And we go conscious, unconscious, conscious, unconscious, moving in and out. And that's what I've found to work best for my clients. So I thank you. The next step is to call me on the 1300 number for your strategy session. And you can be a non-smoker very quickly. Thank you. I'm Ian Newton.